Hey, what's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It is your girl, Miss Honey, here with another video. Surprise! I know y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me again till Power, but here I is. Here I is. I did a reaction video yesterday, my first. So if you guys have not checked out that reaction video, I'd love for you to check it out. I actually had a lot of fun doing it. The editing was so minimal that and the process was so easy. I think I'm gonna do more of them, so keep your eyes open for that. I want to welcome all of my new subscribers. I want to welcome all of you who have been sent over here from other channels, whether it has been for my morning devotional or my reviews for certain shows. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have a seat. You know what I'm saying? Kick your shoes off, sit a spell, stay a while. You might enjoy it, right? I am so dog tired, you guys, because my sleep pattern is completely off. I'm not even sure why. It's like change of life or what, but good gracious alive, man, I am so tired. And I'm full too. I just had a lovely meal, meatless. I've been meatless now. I think it's been 5 weeks since I've had meat. And I feel great. My clothes fit great. But yeah, I'm full and I was already tired. So, I mean, you could blow on me hard and I will lay down. Cool, smooth, lay down and take a nap. But I actually got into bed and laid down for a second. And I thought, you know what? I couldn't rest because I wanted to talk about this whole Victoria's Secrets thing, right? The videos have gone viral. The updates on the original content has gone viral. So by now, you know exactly how it all kind of played out for us on social media. A woman was in the Victoria's Secrets. I don't know where. Is it Victoria's Secrets or Secret? I think it's Secret. I used to have one of their credit cards. Did you know that Victoria's Secret and Bath and Body Works are sister companies? So if you have a Victoria's Secret credit card, you can use it in Bath and Body Works and vice versa. Fun fact. Fun fact. But anywho, so I'm not sure where it was, which Victoria's Secret it was, but basically we come in on a Caucasian woman having what appears to be a complete and utter breakdown. Now it looks like a ish show for us, and it was an ish show, and it was a show. Make no mistake about it, baby. She put on a award-winning performance, although they win enough awards. So she put on a performance, and so we come in on it in right when it's happening, and you know it goes on for a long while. I mean, I think the original video is like 11 or 14 minutes long or something like that. Like, I think it's in the double digits, the original video, where this lady is kind of, you know, slow walking this woman around the store. I mean, she's acting as though she wants to catch her and get the phone away from her, and it looks like to us like, oh, you're too slow, you missed me, right, type thing, you know, like she's this lumbering idiot. I think ultimately she really just didn't want to engage, you know, with physical. I think she was there for the dramatics, the Caucasian woman, because it would have just been a scuffle and us looking at the ceiling, you know, if she really wanted to get engage this woman physically, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. She was there for the dramatics. There's also a point in the video where this woman is filming and she kind of, the Caucasian lady kind of sneaks up on her when she's looking away, and she's gonna grab the phone, but the black lady is too fast, and she's like, aha, you tried to hit me, you tried to, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And the lady's like, and then at some point she just lays down on the floor in front of the registers and, I don't know, takes a cat nap, waits for someone to ride up on a white horse and brush the flaxen hair from her face and throw her on the horse and gallop off with her, you know, to her mayonnaise castle in the sky. Like, I don't know why she laid on that nasty floor, but it was a trigger for me. I was like, oh, the floor is filthy. Anywho, I mean, and she was just like, oh. So, yeah. And then we see more video where the woman is talking with security. And, of course, security always wants to put you over there and get the story from the mayonnaise, the mistress of mayonnaise, because, you know, that's where the truth lies, okay? And she's the one that's crying. In their mind, that's where the truth lies, and she's the one that's crying. And so they're just like, tell us what happened to you. I mean, and they're gathered around her, like they're waiting for her to say. And that's when she pulled out the gun. I was so frightened. It's like they're all gathering around her, waiting for her to give them that cue, that thumbs up, that key word. Okay, Emmett Till, that key word, Rosewood, that key word, Tulsa, Oklahoma, that is going to allow them to bring the planes, the ships, the tanks, the boats, so they can blow our arses to smithereens, right? Kill and drag us into a heap and a pile and set fire to the whole lot. You just tell me if you just tell me she touched one hair on your flaxen golden blonde head, I'll go over there and I'll stomp her into next week. I'm so easily distracted. Oh, I'll go over there and I'll mollywop her within an inch of her life. Huh? Then I'll put her on my family's farm and make her work the rest of her days out. Okay? Huh? Meanwhile, the black woman is over and she's filming the whole thing. And she's saying, why aren't y'all taking her out of here? Why aren't y'all escorting her off of the premises? Why aren't y'all making her leave the mall? I've got more shopping to do. And I was threatened. And why don't you guys take her out? It's not like in that way. I didn't mean to portray it like that. But, I mean, she was being very demonstrative. Why aren't you guys making her leave? Why? I've got more shopping to do, and I was the one threatened. And then we see where an officer comes over. We see another little snippet where she's talking to an actual police officer, not a security guard, an actual police officer. And he is basically telling her that his hands is tied and he has I have no idea what to do in this type of situation, Blackie. I have no idea. I mean, there's no protocol for escorting a white woman out over a black woman. Typically, we mollywop y'all and kick you out of here and ban you for life. I don't know what to do with a mayonnaise, mistress of mayonnaise. That was so unbelievable this being such a conundrum for him. I mean, he couldn't even get it out good. He was like, I'm not sure what to do. We have no protocol for arresting white people. We have no protocol for subduing them or escorting them off premises. We have no protocol. I have no training in regards to that. You see what sleepy and surly and super fool get you, okay? Get you mean, Miss Honey, huh? And this ain't really mean. This is actually grace. It sound mean, but this is grace, especially if you knew how Miss Honey really got down. How far the Lord has brought me, okay? I digress. Then this guy walks over, this security guard walks over. He was like, yeah, I'd actually like to see that footage that you have. Okay, let me get your cell phone number. Let me send this. Let me send this video over to you. Let me send this first part of this video over to you, because you cannot have my phone. You cannot have this content, boo. No. 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 I'll hold it and you can look at it, but you can't hold my phone. Right? And she tells him, yeah, I'd like a case number too. This is the black woman. He comes over to ask for someone to see the footage. She was like, yeah, sure, you can see the footage. I want a case number too, because of the way your boy acted over there. The way your boy acted. He was like, huh, what? And she was like, yeah, your boy. He looked back over his shoulder like I was getting on his nerves. And just because he acting a particular kind of way, I'm in my feelings. So I want a case number too, that I can call and check on. Okay. And we saw some video of her going into the actual, I think, security guard office there at the mall. And she wants some proof that paperwork was done and all of this stuff was handled. And once again, she's being treated as though she's just trying to cause trouble. She's putting 20 on 10. You know, she's being a bother now, a bother. And so it's gone viral. It's gone completely viral, right? Like everyone's talking about it, because it is a perfect example of how white women have weaponized their tears. It is a perfect example of what happened again, like I said, in instances such as Emmett Till, such as in Rosewood and Tulsa, Oklahoma, and countless other times. It's in the hundreds of incidences where black people have been maimed, killed, hung, jailed, or all of the above has happened to one person. All of the above has happened to one person because of a white woman being offended. And the video, we've seen it a million times. Take her phone. Make her stop recording me. Get her phone. Okay? Go over there and defend me. Go over there and fight for me. You go over there and speak for me. Because I am so fragile and so broken and so genteel. Typically, this is where I would insert the B word, followed by please. But, okay. So, I've watched it over and over again. I have seen a ton of commentary. A lot of it has been hilarious. Some of it has been very poignant and meaningful, and it's really had a lot of depth and made me really think about the situation, the gravity of the situation. If this black woman had fought her, if the police had have come in on this black woman defending herself and interpreted as her accosting this white woman. I mean, black people have been shot and killed for less. We've had more accidental killings of black people where we didn't know the big yellow and black gun was a taser from the all black, much heavier metal gun that has bullets. Accident. Okay, Botham Jean accidentally let myself into someone else's apartment and unloaded my gun into them. Accidentally picked the wrong house, Breonna Taylor. Okay, so thank goodness she had the presence of mind to just continue to keep her distance from this lady by whatever means necessary. What is that? That is going to drive me nuts. So, yeah, I've seen it all. What we don't know, it's not on video, obviously. This woman picked up her phone and decided to record at a certain point. But we don't know, has anyone heard the story of what was happening prior to, like, what caused this black woman to take her phone out and record? Why did she do that? Have we heard that at all? Maybe someone will do an interview with this young woman and she will give us, you know, the full rundown on how this all got started, because we come in at this particular point where the woman is starting to, you know, her pot is on simmer, you know what I'm saying? She's just, she doesn't fully blow until a little while later. So I would love to hear what made her know that she needed to take her phone out and record this woman. I mean, obviously her original complaint, the white woman's original complaint, could not have been that she was being recorded, because why would the black woman just be recording her? You know what I'm saying? Like, she there for free panties. So I wanted to point that out and just ask, does anybody know like how it all kind of jumped off? The other thing that infuriates me more than anything is I hate it when Caucasians completely ignore other Caucasians losing it and lambasting black people and calling them out of their names and getting in their faces. They don't say, "Hey, John, Bill, cut it out, Bill. Settle down, Bill. Get away from her, Bill. Bill, you don't have the right to do that, Bill. Karen, that's not right. As your friend Becky." They don't. But they oftentimes say to the black person, "That's enough." Right? That's enough. Just walk away. Just leave her alone. Right? It's up to you to eat it. It's up to you to swallow it. It's up to you to always turn the cheek. Right? We're not even talking about Christianity or any of that stuff. That's not even where I'm coming from with this. I'm just saying that the onus is on us to suck it up, to swallow it, right? Whether that means don't talk back, just give them your license. Just let them check your car. Just let them handcuff you. They'll uncuff you later. They're going to sort all this out. Just let them handcuff you and put you in the back of the smoldering hot car with all of the windows up and the engine off. Eat it. Deal with it. Right? There's something wrong with her. She's mentally upset. She's mentally ill. Can't you see that she's not well? A lot of people have mental breakdowns and shoot up lobbies in Texas. Or take a high-powered rifle up to the 17th floor, a hotel in Vegas, and unload on a crowd. Those are also mental breakdowns. Deep depression. Yeah. Psychopathy. Right? This mentally ill woman could pull out a gun and shoot the place up. Right? She could. She could do it. Then it would be a senseless act of violence. Senseless act of violence committed by a mentally ill person. Okay, we put a couple of teddy bears out for the Victoria's Secret's employees and customers, and then in 2 weeks we forget about it, and they put a Forever 21 in the spot. It's not funny, but this is America. This is America, right? My point is, what does her mental illness have to do with anything? If protocol says she is causing a disturbance and she is a possible safety risk to the public or herself, they must escort her out or call for professionals if they feel it's a mental health thing, so that she can be evaluated. We're just talking about the laws that your tax money pay for. That's all we're talking about. Right? So, that was the second thing that drives me nuts. That white people just stand around like deaf mutes while their counterparts are belittling and berating. And then as soon as the black person is triggered to that point where they are wailing on them or cussing them out or backing them off of them, and then all of a sudden all the white people want to say, hold up a minute, hold up there, Tyrone. Right? So that's the second thing. The third thing is, why do we engage as black people? Why do we engage? We've certainly got enough footage. Okay, we don't need to see them in the wild anymore. We've got a ton of footage of the mayonnaise mavens in the wild. Right? Matriculating amongst average, normal, civilized human beings. We've got a ton of that video. Nothing has changed. There are no new laws about this behavior. There's no, if there are any laws, they're sitting in the handicap stall at the Capitol, at the U.S. Capitol, in the toilet of the handicap stall. I mean, in the furthest flush they can get, that's where they are, along with the George Floyd Policing Act and the John Lewis Voter Rights Bill. All of them are in the furthest corner of the furthest part of the furthest toilet stall of the U.S. Capitol. They're not even addressing it. They don't even bring it up. Okay? Don't even bring it up. Right? Doesn't change anything. Your videos don't change anything. The brutality that we record don't change anything. The actual recordings of the police officers' body cams showing the egregious acts, showing us submitting before being slaughtered, complying before being crucified, has not changed anything. Why are we still engaging? I can understand taking a video for your own safety. I definitely can understand that, right? I can get with that, right? Completely get that. But the back and forth with this woman, you know, and hearing this black woman kind of laugh a little bit as the woman is chasing her, you know, this was slightly entertaining for her too, you know. And then I felt like she took this demonstrative stance when she saw that they weren't going to haul this woman off. But I think it would have been better for her to take that Victoria's Secret's money and that video and go and get herself an attorney, right? Go and get herself an attorney. And I wouldn't get an attorney in that county. I wouldn't get an attorney in that city. I would get an attorney a couple of counties over. You see? Something needs to be done on a legal level, on a civil level. I think black people need to stop engaging. They need to take their video recordings, okay? They need to be very, very clear about what's going on while they're on that recording, okay? We need to go into mode. Ma'am, back up. I've asked you to back up 3 times now. I feel threatened, ma'am. Ma'am, please do not approach me. Right? Management, please ask this woman to back up. Officer, please ask this woman to leave me alone. Please ask this woman to back away. Security doesn't want her to ask her to leave. The police officers don't want to ask her to leave. The police officer, unlike the security officer, has taken an oath, okay, to protect, okay, the safety of everyone there. Get you a lawyer. All that snickering, all of that back and forth, it's just throwing your pearls before swine. I know it's amusing for us. I know it's an opportunity for it to go viral. I know it's fodder for vloggers and conversation for a myriad of people, but it's time for us to get serious. It's time for us to take our money out of the economy, out of stuff and things, right? And, you know, I'm a huge proponent of shopping. But also, if there's something I feel like I need to get a lawyer involved with, I go right on into my savings account, boo. I ask them how much they're going to charge me, how long they think it's going to take before I can get, you know, see some results from it. Or I make up in my mind that I'm in it for the long haul. And whatever I got to do to make that bill, that's what I'm going to do. Because it's that important to me. But see, we've been numbed and we've been dumbed down. Numbed and dumbed down. We think it's hopeless. We got rights that we don't even use and don't even acknowledge because we feel like it's just a shot in the dark. Yeah. They had an obligation to protect you. You genuinely felt threatened. That's what I would do. I would go to a lawyer and talk to a lawyer and see what it is I can do against that mall for not protecting me. for showing racial bias. Your lawyer might tell you don't have a leg to stand on, but that's one of the reasons why I would go 2 counties over. Because a lot of times, lawyers, DAs, judges, police officers are all comrades and friends in the same city. But if you go a couple of counties over, you might be able to find somebody that can act objectively. But it just depends on how serious this is for you. It just depends on how important it is for you. Now, maybe she wouldn't do it in this instance. Maybe it wasn't that serious for her. Maybe the social media exposition of it is enough for her. But I've seen some very egregious things happen to our young black men and women, and the parents. One, a lot of them don't have the finances to get a lawyer, but also they don't even push it. They force their kids to eat it, to suck it up, because they don't feel like they can make a difference. But you cut my baby's locks off, and you better take them same scissors. You know where I'm going with that. Huh? Go ahead and get it done. Cause Miss Honey's coming to do it. So you might as well go ahead and do it for yourself. Just being honest. You cut my baby's locks off. Make them walk around school the rest of the day with gaps and gashes in their head, in their hair, and try to break them. Oh, we going to talk to somebody. It can be Clarence. Huh? We can go all the way up and talk to Clarence and his boys up there with the black robes on. We can take it all the way there. And they can have everything around me in order to get it done. I think as black people, we have to start taking this mindset. We can no longer keep barking at brick walls and expecting them to move. Okay? Punching mountains and expecting it to crumble. We've got to be strategic. We got to drill little holes in various places all along the base and the side of that thing, and drop in explosives and take it down bit by bit. Take it down bit by bit. But it takes a certain mind frame. You got to be kamikaze with that thing. Anyway, that's my whole take on that situation. Those are my 3 points about it. I'd like to know why she felt that she needed to take that phone out initially. Like, what transpired. 2, it really bothers me when white people sit around like deaf mutes while their counterparts create discourse and chaos. And as soon as we speak up for ourselves, to defend ourselves, it's like, hey, you're going too far there, mister. And by mister, I mean the N-word. And then 3, why do we engage in this way? Why are you going back and forth with someone who's nonsensical, who's not connecting anyway? I think it's in the book of Titus, where the Lord says, don't argue with fools. I worked in senior care, cognitive care, and we used to say, if you argue with a person with dementia, that makes you demented, right? They're not connecting with what you're saying. They have dementia. Same thing with these people. You going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with them and giving them this opportunity to give you all of this vitriol, which again, I understand catching it on video, but don't we have enough evidence now? Don't we have enough proof of it all? Don't we? We do. A little bit. We got a little bit. Okay. Lastly, I want to say this, and then I'm going to get off of here. And that is, oh gosh, I lost it. Anyway, those are my 3 points. I'd love to know what you guys think about this whole thing. We have a way of beating something in the ground and then we don't talk about it anymore. We hardly ever mention Ahmaud Arbery anymore. And if there was ever an example of modern day lynching, the hunting down and the lynching of a black man, that was it. And we hardly ever say his name anymore. Right? Tons of egregious stories out there. You won't be able to mention them all. But let's not forget about them. Let's not forget about them. Right? We don't forget. Trying to do that little dance. We don't forget the moves and the steps. We need to keep them at the forefront of our mind because those incidences keep us sharp, keep us alert. Remind us to be careful, to be wary, to be smart. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this commentary. I'd like to know what you all think about it. I really am interested. I know how obviously a lot of us feel about the mayonnaise mavens and how they carry on, how they do go on, you know. But I want us to just talk about from our perspective, from our side, like how can we not just document, but how can we actually bring about change? How do we actually bring about change? Y'all tell me what you think. Y'all put it down below. If I can think of what else I wanted to say, I'll put it in the community tab. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time, honeybees. I'll holla.